Hey everybody, it's me, Ashley Brooke. For those of you who don't know, I'm autistic and I have 2 autistic kids. And I kind of wanted to go over, just talk a little bit about children on the spectrum that exhibit hyperactive behaviors. Some might consider them destructive or aggressive. I want to assure you that they are not aggressive children, that they just require, most likely it's physical sensory input. So, when they're behaving like that, it's going to be hard to get them to listen and control them. A lot of times parents are going to find themselves feeling lost because once they're overly stimulated, that's why they're behaving that way. So, trying to get them to listen to you once they're at that point, it's not going to happen. So, I find it best to make us, what I do, I have a big calendar for my daughter Izzy, who has these types of behaviors, and I put every day of the week. It's my son laughing. And I put every day of the week, and then I will put like a certain amount of time that I'll put for her, and I will pull my daughter aside. Like, I won't go into the outside area like that. We go outside a lot now these days, but in the beginning I didn't. I would get her into a room that is enclosed, that is safe, where she can't run out of a door, run out the door. And, because a lot of times they'll take off running, or they'll try to climb on things that are dangerous, and they get really hyperactive to where they can hurt themselves. So I make sure the room is safe. And the reason I'm doing that and keeping her inside of a room is so that I don't have to go and put my hands on her to keep her safe, because touching her at that point is not going to do her any good, my daughter. So I hope you guys listen to this and use the same information for your children. I put her in a safe area to where I can allow her to be in control. Taking the control away from them when they're hyperactive is not going to help. So what I do is I'll set a certain amount of time to make sure that I'm doing this daily with her, and I will do certain activities that will help her stimulate physical stimulation. So one of them is I'll have a water bowl, a big water dish, and I'll give her pieces of cut fruit, the little shish kebab, and she will put the fruit onto the shish kebab and she plays with the water. That helps her. Also, they need that physical input, so any type of swinging, even on a swing, that would help too. But it's best to first start these physical input, sensory inputs in an enclosed area, so it doesn't overwhelm you. I say it's better to do it in a enclosed area so that the parent doesn't get overwhelmed. Because when the parent gets overwhelmed, that's gonna give a stigma to the child, like they did something wrong, and it's gonna confuse the communication, and they're gonna feel like the parent doesn't like them because they're not in control of them feeling that way, and then the parents will get mad about it and frustrated with it, and it's just really bad communication, So I would suggest doing swing dancing. I swing dance with my daughter, which means she's young, so she's not doing much of the moves, but I get her and I'll swing her. I'll put the music on, I'll swing her to the side, to this side, through my legs, up in the air. This gives her that physical input. We also do dancing, the freeze dance, when you're dancing and then you freeze, we do that, and then we have the balancing. I have these little connecting pieces that do you connect them and it makes a little tightrope kind of and she walks on that, and in between each every time she walks on it back and forth, I'll ask her to go pick something up for me, to go do a task, an instruction. It kind of helps her stay calm, where the balancing is helping her, I think, calm down, balance her sensory, so when I ask her to do something, she's able to process what I'm actually saying to her and follow through with the expectations. So I just want to make it. Hold on, mommy, I'm gonna come help you right now. You trying to build that? So I just wanted to make it make a point to say that for you guys to first start off by making set time for them, keeping them in an enclosed area where you're not touching them or putting your hands and stopping them from doing things, getting down to their level and doing activities together that allow them, that you can do tracing, like my daughter right now. I'll show you real fast. Can I see this, Mama? Real fast? Okay, back. So we have these little squares. I'm giving it back. She's mad. So we go like that, and I have her trace them on the whiteboard. This is also another activity. Here you go. Sorry. Here you go. Sorry, Mama. Yeah. So we do that, tracing. These tracing little squares that she's playing with, they're magnetic, so they're also sticking to the board. And so that also, when the pulling back, you know how it pulls back, the pressure, is also physical input. So think about that. That's one. And the water one, there's two. Okay, and then any balancing games is three. And another one is there's four, the dancing. And let's see, we'll skip one more. Another one is, I would say another one would be, I let her put on some shoes. Leave her alone. So I let her put on my son's shoes, and she walks around with these giant shoes. And then I'll let her, she puts on like my big hats and stuff like that. And that is also still physical input, because the weight of the shoes is heavy because they're like really big on her little feet. And she walks around, she carries these little, and then she puts on my son's backpack, and she pretends that she's Ozzy. I was telling her, "Are you Ozzy?" And she said, "Papa Ozzy." I don't know, she calls him Papa, it's funny. But she calls him Papa Ozzy. And she'll walk around with all this weight on her, with the shoes, his backpack, my hat. We just have her layered, it's funny. And she walks around like a little midget, she looks like, because she's wearing everybody's stuff. But making it playful like that, it actually works, and it also gives you that physical input. So I hope that those little like games you can try with your kids, and keep track of them, because you'll start to notice the ones that work for her or for him. You know, that's how I first started off, and then over time it got better. She still wants my attention though, because she's a girl. That's how us girls are. Okay, I gotta go, guys. My baby she wants some playing time. I hope that helped you guys. Yeah. Bye.